Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how is DC treating you?
It's treating me wonderfully, Steven. Good weather. We did some grilling both nights this weekend.
Nice.
And we also participated in DC's favorite pastime of brunch. So we did brunch both days also. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really getting into that kind of spring, summer weather.
Yeah, the weather is not playing. It's not playing. It's been beautiful. Well, listen, I'll let you all take it away movie reviews.
Sure thing. So I saw the latest release of the weekend, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And this is a sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the animated feature from a few years ago that I know I think Chike, we both have said like this is an excellent movie, the original, and
Mhm.
this continues to trend. So this is the sequel, which means we're going back and Miles is living his life after all of his Spider-Verse friends left, and Spider-Gwen is also living her life in her own universe. They have no way to reach out to each other or communicate with each other. They're all in their own universes. And a series of events happens, of course, that leads them to start meeting up again and meeting up into what we see as a whole league of Spider-Man. So if you've seen the trailer, you know there's a whole organization that goes across the multiverse and hunts down anomalies that happened in the Spider Verses to help keep things okay. And there's all kinds of Spider-Men, Spider Women, Spider dinosaur, Spider things in this universe. And so it's really kind of following the story of how Miles meets this group and then how they all interact with each other and what he has to do to kind of solve the issue with the villain. And I don't want to go into too much because it would spoil a lot of it, but this was a wonderful movie. They did great job with not just the animation, which the original one was really praised for, but the acting as well. So we get a lot more of our kind of great voice actors, including Oscar Isaac, Issa Rae, Daniel Kaluuya, Jason Schwartzman, a lot of fun characters and well acted characters as well. And I think it ends leaving you wanting more, and it's in a good way because it's about 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it
Mm.
really flows well. I felt like there might have been a couple areas that went too slow, but the animation, the action, the everything about it was such well done. And for me, I think currently it's movie of the year at the moment.
Wow.
I really, yeah, and I just like Spider-Man stories and I like the Spider-Man stuff, but this one really like took what I think animation has been missing for a long time and moved it to the next level, just like the first one. So highly recommend if you're looking for a great movie, you're a fan of kind of those comic book movies, check it out.
Yeah.
Um, and then I'll add one more thing I watched, and this is a TV series, and it's a, premiered on Freevee, which is owned by Amazon, so you can go to Amazon Prime and watch it as well. But it's called Jury Duty, and I don't know if either of you have heard about this, but this is a mockumentary series where there is a trial going on, and it follows the jury. But the secret about this is that everything's fake except for there's one person in the jury who doesn't know that everything is fake. So you're watching kind of a reality show where everyone's acting, and James Marsden, who was in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, X-Men, a bunch of other things, is also in it as kind of the actor that's got called up for jury duty as well. But it's a really funny series, only 8 episodes, following kind of like this trial that everything's a little wacky and crazy, and this one guy who again doesn't know what's going on, doesn't realize that this is all actors around him and it's all fake, and how he responds to the situation. So it's a fun, easy watch. Again, 8 episodes, about 30 minutes each, and I was, it's hilarious. It's fun to see those interactions where wild things are happening, and the person who's not in on the joke is just like, what's going on? This can't be how juries really act. So if you're looking for an easy light watch, I highly recommend that one as well.
Good. And earlier we were having a conversation about what we would do. We prefer to watch movies at home, or do we prefer to watch them in the theater? And the Spider-Man Spider-Verse series movies is something that I would definitely go to the theater to watch because of the action and the
Mhm.
animation of it all. Yeah, it's worth going to the theater. So I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Spider Punk, who Daniel Kaluuya plays, is probably my favorite character from the movie. But yeah, it's just so much cool stuff going on, and really a good job that you want to see on the big screen.
Nice, nice, nice. So I saw a new film released on Max. In case you didn't know, there's no more HBO Max. HBO has been consumed, and it's just Max. It's still HBO Max, but it's just Max. That's the name of the streaming channel now. So this movie is called Reality, and it stars Sydney Sweeney. You know her from the Euphoria series on Max. And she's an NSA employee that works for a contracting company, basically hired by the NSA to watch over their documents and to put them in particular order, to read certain classified materials. And if you know anything about those agents and those jobs, you know, everything is top secret. Things can't leave the building. If you print something out, it has to be handled with great care. And so this, which I thought was really unique and fun, this whole movie, the script was written off of the transcripts from the warrant that was served, because this is a true story. The whole script was written off of the transcript of the actual arrest warrant when they went to her home to search her home for property. So there's moments in the film where it gets to the redacted part of the file, and it's a little weird because it's odd because you haven't seen it before. So there'll be dialogue, and then in the middle of the dialogue, the person that's speaking will disappear, or there'll be a digital breakdown of the image on the screen for the spot that's actually redacted in the real file. In the beginning, you're not going to quite know. You may know now because I'm explaining it to you, but my first time watching it, I didn't know what was happening. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? Like, is the streaming messing up? It's not messing up. It's just their way of artistically displaying the redaction of the actual file. And after a while, it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's kind of unique.
Yeah.
But I will say this about the movie. It is consistent with what it would probably feel like if you had that heat on you from the FBI. It's very chaotic. At moments, there's awkward silence. There's very odd behavior. There's nervousness. It makes you agitated at points in time. It's just like you were in an interrogation and they rolled up on you at home when you just came home from work. That's basically what it is. It was really good. And Sydney Sweeney did an awesome job playing that character. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's a good movie to watch. Now the next, it's technically a series. It's called House of Hammer. And it basically follows the family lineage of actor Armie Hammer. If no one knows about Armie Hammer and his alleged transgressions of rape and abuse when it comes to young women, please look that up. And they're basically going back into his family, which is his grandfather was Armand Hammer, who was a billionaire, and he ran I forget the name of the company, but it had something to do with petroleum and oil. So he had loot, like loot. And they were basically showing how the men in that family have issues as it relates to power, money, access, and being able to get out of trouble whenever they got into trouble because of their power and their access, and how it trickled down over the generations. And now we're at actor Armie Hammer, and he's being accused of all these things, but nothing never happens to him, to the point where he's blatantly using his social media for grooming and gets to be successful, allegedly, and nothing happens. And so basically it's like the R. Kelly series that came out. This is basically that, but for Armie Hammer. It was very interesting, and I was an Armie Hammer fan. Like I love the movies that he was in. Which Call Me by Your Name was pretty good, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was good.
Yeah.
Wounds was great. Like, he's a great actor, but these issues, like, dude, like, if this is really you. You might want to go somewhere, get some help. But it's definitely a good series. Check it out. Very interesting. And I saw two more things. Another documentary called Love to Love You. It's the Donna Summer story. I absolutely love Donna Summer. Love, love, love. Anyway, if there is a movie played about her life, I think you need to tap Kelly Rowland to play her. Yeah, because dead ringer for Donna Summer.
Yep.
Yes.
Even Tina Knowles posted on Instagram. If they ever do a movie. Yeah.
Yes. And what I didn't know is Donna Summer, of course, she's American, but early on in her life, she moved to Europe and she became a European sensation. I never knew that. I thought she, got her fame here. She got her fame in Europe. And then when she became popular over there, then she came back over here. And I didn't know that most of those songs from back in the day, she put her pen to paper on them. She was actually a writer of most of those songs. And she talked about how there wasn't much pay for her, even though she contributed a lot of work to her craft. And just her work ethic. And one of the things about this documentary that I will say, probably more than other ones that I've watched, there was a lot of footage. So you saw a lot of things with her and words coming out of her own mouth. They did a great job finding footage, and there was a lot of filming over the years. And so, yeah, definitely check that out. If you love disco and you love Donna Summer, check it out and you will not be disappointed. Mm-hmm. And there is a new series on Max. It's called The Idol, which stars The Weeknd. We all know him. And Lily Rose Depp, who is the daughter of Johnny Depp. I will say this is not for children. No children should be watching this. Actually, you should make sure they're good in sleep before you put it on, because it follows the life of a pop star. And first episode, there's drug use, there's sex, there's masturbation, sexual situations, but I'm talking like serious stuff. So don't have the children watch it, but it's pretty good. It's a little dark. It leaves you with the feeling of imminent danger, but you don't know what it is. That's just the feeling that I got from it. But it has me on the edge and it has me wanting more. So definitely check it out. Who knew The Weeknd could act? I didn't know. So far, he's doing a pretty good job.
Now, isn't he called like The Weeknight or The Weekday or something now?
No, he's changed it back to his he wants to change his name eventually to his real name. I forgot what it is, but it's not. It's
So I didn't write it down in my notes, but I didn't write it down in my notes. But in the credits, he does have his real name.
Yeah, he feels like he's used that to, get his stardom when he wants to go back to who he is as a person.
Gotta go with the weekend, weeknight, weekday. Like, go milk it and then go back like Puff Daddy did.
Well, he's milked it. I mean, listen, he has done some huge things in his career. Every time I'm looking online, I see that he's broken this record. He's done this, sold this. So he's done some big things.
Yeah.
And it seems like in his movement, he's done things adjacent to the normal. He hasn't followed the typical path. He's like off to the side a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But definitely check it out.
I saw the trailer, and I wanted to see that. Yeah. It looked good.
Check it out.
Yeah. Hopefully it keeps up. I know it's been kind of bad reviews, but I think can't judge it off the first episode just yet. So
right.
Well, it's the beginning of the story. People are so critical.
Exactly. Right.
Look who's talking. Y'all too. You are so critical.
The Chike speaks.
Oh, anything coming down the pipeline?
The Flash.
Yeah, and have you noticed, Chike, on the trailers, they've really pushed putting Michael Keaton in the forefront of the trainers and pushing Ezra Miller off to the side. And we're like, yeah, just kind of forget that this controversial person is in our movie and focus on Michael Keaton, who everyone likes.
Actually, you know what? I don't even care about Ezra Miller's controversy. Most actors have controversy. Ezra Miller is a great actor. I've been watching him since he was a kid, because he was a kid actor. I've been watching him, and he's dynamic. He has interpersonal issues like a lot of other people. As long as he takes that crazy and he can kind of focus it in front of that camera to deliver what he needs to deliver, I don't care about anything else. Deliver me a good Flash movie. I can't wait to see all the dynamics and to see what happens. I'm curious.
That's fair. Yeah, I will plan to watch it, not just because he also assaults people. So, he's got a little more than just having interpersonal issues. But the fact that I just, the Disney movies, the DC comic book movies never really caught me except for the Batman one. So, yeah, I'll be excited to hear your review because I think Michael Keaton's going to do a great job. But for me, I know I don't want to see it, but I will see it. It's Indiana Jones and the retirement home.
Stop it.
Quit milking this franchise, Harrison. I think you'll be
the last one.
Yeah, until a buttload of money pulls up on his driveway and say one more.
They have to pass off? Don't they have to pass it off to the next? He has a son. Are they still going to go with that?
I don't think so. So that's the one I'm wondering, because I don't even think what's his name's in this one. Because he had some issues too, remember, like with Hollywood. But
the Courtney brother?
The one no, it's what's his name? That was no, the son was what's the kid from Transformers, the first few ones?
Oh, Shia
LaBeouf was the kid in the last movie. His son in the last movie, and so he kind of in the last movie wasn't good either. So I don't know. I'm hopeful because I just like Indiana Jones, but we'll see.
Well, I thought this was interesting. So, Harrison Ford is 80 years old. In the movie, he's 70.
Hey, Harrison, if you can pull it off, brother, then pull it off. What do you think about? And I ask both of you. The new Color Purple that's coming.
Oh, I can't wait. It looks good. I saw the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, people are saying don't mess up a classic. It looks really good. The trailer looks really good. And Oprah is behind it. She was in the original. I think she would know a little something. And Steven Spielberg is part of this. They both produced.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It's a good combination. Although Steven Spielberg, I think, has had some stinkers, and Oprah was in A Wrinkle in Time, and that wasn't the best. So I'm not saying I do have high hopes for it. I think it'll be a good movie, but
I'm just saying the fact that they were both part of the original. You know what I mean? So they're behind it. So it's not like someone new trying to recreate the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Well, listen, guys, thank you as always. Let us know what to spend our time and money on, what not to. Have a great week. We'll see you again next Monday.
Thanks a lot.
Right back after this.